Right, another aspect of trumpet playing that we're going to cover a little bit here is range. Being able to have a good solid upper register is very important for all of us. Now, in talking about range, we need to talk a little bit about equipment, because you need to have the right tool for the job. You know, you're not going to hammer a nail into the wall with a sledgehammer. You got to have the right tool. These are the two mouthpieces that I use. The gold one here is my lead mouthpiece. It's this. They both have the same size rim, so it feels the same on the face, but the inside is what's different. My lead mouthpiece is a bit shallower, and the hole in it is not quite as big. It's a smaller, tighter back bore on the lead mouthpiece. And what this does is it not only makes it easier to play in the upper register, but it also gives the sound more of a brilliance and more projection, which if you're playing lead trumpet is very important. So here is my regular mouthpiece that I use for most things. Okay, that's my regular mouthpiece that I use in most situations. This is my lead mouthpiece that I use for playing lead, or I'm using it quite a bit now in the section with Ryan Kaiser and Winton and Marcus Printup, because it's very close to what Ryan Kaiser plays, and I want to match his sound because I play second trumpet to him. So it's important that I can get a similar kind of sound as Ryan playing the section. This is my lead piece. I'm not sure if you can hear the difference on the video, but I'm going to do them again without talking in between, so you can hopefully hear the difference between the two. That's my regular mouthpiece. Here's my lead mouthpiece. Now, from where I'm sitting, it's a huge difference. Hopefully you can hear the difference through the video as well. The difference that I hear between the two mouthpieces myself is my regular mouthpiece is darker and warmer. In certain ways, I like that sound better. I like it more for soloing. It's a sound that I hear in my head more. Whereas the lead mouthpiece projects better. It's more cutting. It's going to ride over a big band much easier. It's easier to play. It projects better. The projection of it, it just zings out there. I can play to the back of the hall with the lead mouthpiece. With this one, the sound is a little more spread with my regular mouthpiece, which is good for a lot of situations. They're both great in their own situations, but like I said before, it's the right tool for the right job. What you gain in one mouthpiece, you're going to lose from another one. Like the bigger mouthpiece, this is actually fairly close to a Bach 3C, which is a very standard size mouthpiece. It's a fairly big cup, decent size rim, not huge, not small, somewhere in the middle. It's a good versatile mouthpiece that you can play a lot of different things on, the Bach 3C. This isn't actually a Bach 3C, but it's fairly close to that. When I play the 3C, or this size mouthpiece, I have a good amount of flexibility, and my sound is full, and my tone feels like it's a good full round tone. I can play dark, I can play bright on it, I can go a lot of different directions. When I switch to the smaller mouthpiece, my lead mouthpiece, which when you switch from one mouthpiece to another, you want to make sure you have the same rim. So that would be a Bach 3 rim, essentially is what this is. This isn't, again, a Bach, but it's essentially a Bach 3 rim. You want to change the inside. It should be a little bit shallower. So instead of a 3C, you would play a 3D or a 3E. That'll make it easier in the upper register for you. But one thing you'll lose is the flexibility and the roundness to your tone. So it's give and take. Like if you find a good lead mouthpiece, you just got to understand that you're going to lose some of the flexibility that you'll have with a bigger mouthpiece due to the cup size. And the bigger mouthpiece is a deeper cup, it's a rounder cup. So the sound, your air goes into the cup, fills the cup before it goes through and into the horn. With a smaller mouthpiece, a smaller cup, you have to play more efficiently, and your air goes more directly into the hole, which is a large part of the reason that the sound projects more. There's less room for air in a small mouthpiece, but again, you lose certain aspects of your tone. Your tone isn't going to be as dark or necessarily, not in all cases, but as full, but you're going to gain brilliance and range and ease through playing a smaller mouthpiece or a lead mouthpiece. Another aspect of practicing I want to talk about is practicing tunes or etudes, whatever it is. Once you've played your warm-up and you've gone through your fundamentals and everything is peaking chop-wise, actually the next thing you want to do is take a break. It's very important not to practice tired. So once you get everything popping and feeling good, take a little break, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, somewhere in there, and then start practicing tunes, whatever it is you're working on. If you're working on a piece for your band, take it out, put it in front of you and work on that, or an etude, orchestral etude, classical music, whatever it is. That's the point when it's time to start working on that stuff. But again, I want to stress the importance of not practicing when you're tired, because your muscles have memory. And you don't want the muscles in your chops to remember the feeling of how it feels when you're tired. You should always practice to the point where things are really feeling good, then take a break, because that's the memory you want your muscles to retain. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the things that I've practiced my entire life and that I still practice every day. When you're practicing your fundamentals and you're warming up, it's all music. Everything should be musical at all times. I hope this is of some help to somebody out there, and thanks for listening.